Some of my favorite things include dropping coins into wishing wells, cheap Wells whiskey mixed with Coke, and the Wells report, which proves with more probability than not that Tom Brady is the douchiest quarterback to ever play the game. I no longer feel any guilt about giving Tom Brady his infamous nickname, "Fuck you, Tom Brady." If a movie is ever made about Tom Brady's legacy, it will most likely be called Liar Liar, True Lies, or my personal favorite, Big Fat Liar, starring Frankie Muniz, Amanda Bynes, Paul Giamatti, and of course, Tom Brady. Deflategate. It's true. Tom Brady, or as I call him, the Cersei Lannister of the NFL, has officially been suspended for 4 games. The Patriots were also fined $1 million, which is the exact same amount of money Robert Kraft pays to be friends with Jay-Z every year. And they lose next year's first-round draft pick and a 4th rounder in 2017. As happy as I am to see Brady suspended for 4 games, I don't think it's enough. My fear is that the NFL mangina will prevail in this case and that Brady's suspension will be reduced. However, if I were the commissioner, I'd find a more appropriate punishment for fuck you Tom Brady and his desire to throw deflated footballs that wouldn't even be approved in the lingerie league. Instead, I would have suspended Brady for 8 games. And in addition to the suspension, Tom would be forced to put on the halftime show for each game he was suspended. Here's the best part. The halftime show would be a full 12 minutes of face-sitting, which would be performed on Tom Brady's face by Vince Wilfork. Possibly a more suitable punishment, in my opinion, would be to not suspend fuck you Tom Brady. That's right, no suspension. Instead, he is forced to play quarterback for the Cleveland Browns for the rest of his career. This way, Brady haters could watch him shrivel without the mad brain of Bill Belichick. And just for fun, Brady would also be forced to adopt Johnny Manziel and raise him as a member of the Brady family. Okay, to be fair and unbiased, I think the more reasonable thing to do would be to suspend Tom Brady for a full year, and during that suspension time, he would have to serve as the Indianapolis Colts ball boy. Fuck you Tom Brady would be his official ball boy name, and he'd have to make sure all of the game balls were prepared exactly the way Andrew Luck liked them. This would be a really easy job because a big, strong quarterback like Andrew Luck can grip any football no matter the PSI. The sad thing about the scandal is that the equipment managers, John Drasmeski and Jim McNally, have been suspended indefinitely by the New England Patriots. These 2 gentlemen actually need their job, unlike Tom Brady, who can wipe his ass with gold cleats for the rest of his life. Instead, the equipment managers will not receive pay indefinitely because they were doing their job the way fuck you Tom Brady told them to do it. If you don't think Brady told them to do it, then you're probably the type of person who thinks creationism should be taught in schools and that the moon landing was a hoax. I'm tired of listening to the real media debate this entire situation. The only real defenders of Tom Brady and the Patriots organization are former Patriots players. I'd rather hear the unsettling drone of circling police helicopters at 3 a.m. than listen to Heath Evans speak for another minute about this subject on the NFL Network. He thinks because he openly admits his bias towards his former team, that excuses him from providing shitty analysis on the situation. Yesterday, when the suspension was announced, Heath Evans said, I think it's a sad day for every young kid. I think it's a sad day for the NFL Shield. I think it's a sad day for fans of the game, period. Oh God, Heath, you're right. Will somebody please think of the children? Why is nobody thinking about the children in this situation? Oh wait, Rob Gronkowski was.
I was just at a charity event for the kids. There was media there. We talked about all the kids, all the fundraising for kids. It was Rodman Ride for Kids. Unbelievable foundation they have. You know, I go to leave. The media runs, storming out. All they want to know is questions about the Deflategate.
Is it a sad day for the children when Tom Brady gets suspended for 4 games? Or is it a sad day for the children when Rob Gronkowski talks about doing charity for children and then finishes his brilliant point with stating,
And there's only one thing you can deflate. These nuts!
"You're wrong, Heath. It's a sad day for you." Hearing that Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games for cheating was one of my favorite football days of all time. Stop calling the NFL logo a fucking shield. It sounds douchey. Vic Mackey is the shield. See that face? Shield. See that? Logo. Let me make it real simple for New England Patriots fans. If Donald Trump is coming to your defense, you are most certainly in the wrong.
If I were Tom Brady, I'd sue the hell out of the NFL for defamation. $250 million. Sue them, Tom. They'll settle so fast your head will spin.
Trump's support should be more worrisome to you than the actual suspension. I couldn't logically explain my hate for Tom Brady prior to this incident. I assumed I was lashing out at him because of my own insecurities, jealousy, and my constant battle with personal failure. But I now realize that my gut, my intuition was telling me that Tom Brady is a liar and a coward. I'm just glad to be right about this. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I take great joy in seeing Tom Brady's football reputation dragged through the mud. Why? Because it's football. Nobody's saying he's a bad father, a bad husband, or a bad person. You know, the things that actually matter. The indirect consequences from the scandal are troubling, though. It's really sad that attention is being diverted from a much more important issue that's happening in the world right now. And that's the premiere of Pitch Perfect 2, which opens this week. I think Spider-Man said it best a long time ago, with great power comes great arrogance. The Patriots are a very powerful organization, and they are proving to be the most arrogant in all of sports. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, That's Good Sports. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit that this whole thing has been a lot of fun to watch. You don't often get to see your arch nemesis sort of get what he deserves. Am I a bad person for enjoying all of this? Sure. But, you know, you gotta celebrate the little things in life, and this is one of those little things that I am celebrating. I'm not gonna take the high road here. Why? Because the low road is a lot easier to travel down. And it's more fun. Who's up on the high road? Bunch of fucking honest losers, that's who.